Assalamu alaikum. Let's cook. Music can be very dangerous, people. It's because music has always been more than just entertainment. It shapes culture, it influences emotions, and it can sometimes change the way people see the world. It becomes real dangerous for our people when a song could present this idealized picture of race relations. They get this uplifting message, and it encourages the listeners to believe that racial tensions are a thing of the past, or that just being a good person and holding hands will solve all the problems that have existed for generations. So now I have my top 5 songs that cause racial confusion, deception, bojangling and tap dancing, superficial harmony. These songs will have a black person who does not understand what's going on ending up in a tree. Here's my top 5 in no order. My 5 could be number 1, my 1 could be number 5, and your list is just as valid as mine. Let's get it. Number 5, Ebony and Ivory by this guy Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder. Now this song was released as a single in the year of 1982. It was on Paul McCartney's album called Tug of War. It reached number 1 in both the United States and the UK, and it was one of the biggest selling singles of the year 1982. They released this song, and it compared black and white people to the black and white keys on a piano, arguing that they can live together in harmony. This song became a worldwide hit. Paul McCartney, Stevie Wonder. It was like an anthem for racial unity. And people praised this song because it had a hopium message. It simplified the complex issues with racism, okay? Suggesting that harmony was primarily a matter of individuals getting together, getting along, than addressing the broader systemic institutional issues. That's what this song did. Ebony and Ivory, Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney. Get that mess up out of here. Number 4, Michael Jackson, Black or White. Now this song, Black or White, it kind of promotes the idea that race shouldn't matter. People believe that this whole colorblind thing is the way to go. It doesn't address systemic racism, structural inequality. Now this song right here came out in 91 on Michael Jackson's album called Dangerous. The message in this song was people should not judge each other based on race. Michael Jackson emphasizes that equality and acceptance, and arguing that love and respect should be something bigger than racial differences. And throughout this song, Michael Jackson, he presents these interracial relationships and friendships as natural and positive, while he rejects racial prejudice. Yeah, Michael Jackson. And when you look at Michael Jackson, you can see how he's the type that come up with this song. Now, my thing with Michael Jackson is, I know he's the GOAT and all this other stuff people say, probably the greatest entertainer ever. I get all that. But my thing with Michael Jackson is I never looked at Michael Jackson the way most other people did at the time. See, when Michael Jackson came out with the Jackson 5, I didn't experience that. I didn't experience a regular black Michael Jackson and his brothers singing and dancing. I wasn't on the planet then. By the time I was paying attention to this dude, to me, he always was just a weirdo looking dude that looking like a woman. Like, it was nothing ever cool about Michael Jackson to me ever. I just always thought he was just a weird looking white skin with his hair like a lady, you know. I just kept my mouth shut. When I was young, you know, I just wasn't all impressed with Michael Jackson like everybody else was, like most other people, because it was always like the whole weak looking thing just took priority to me, acknowledging, the fact that, he was this great entertainer and all that, but you know. Anyway, number 3, Sly and the Family Stone, Everyday People. Now this song came out in the year 1968 on this album called Stan. It reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was the band's first #1 hit, and it was one of those songs defining the civil rights era, okay? That's what that song was all about. It was defining the civil rights era. And the main message in this song, Everyday People, it promoted the idea that people of different races, backgrounds, and social groups should accept one another despite their differences. But this song, like the others, it rejects prejudice, tribalism, and it encourages listeners to move beyond stereotypes and conflict, but it does not address systemic racism, institutionalized racism, and all that. But listen, man, this Sly and the Family Stone group, here's Sly. Look at Sly so you understand why somebody could create a song like this.
Because everything is yours, so ain't nothing in politics for us.
Yeah, but as a politician, couldn't you help the blacks?
No, because I got to have the white man's flag over me, and I got to represent all.
No, you don't. I'll change.
I disagree with that, Muhammad. There are a lot of blacks in Congress, and they don't have the white man's flag.
I don't fuss with the brother on TV.
No, I know.
I don't be niggas and fools in front of white people.
I'm not gonna fuss.
Let me talk to them. I'm talking to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to everybody here.
Well, I'm talking to them now.
Take your hand on my face. I'm talking to everybody here.
Let me talk to them. They asking me questions.
I understand it.
This is our problem.
I understand.
You understand? We got to get together.
We're not gonna.
And I don't think politics have a problem. I'm talking to brothers.
No, but I want to change the color of the flag. I'm serious about that.
No.
You talk about the flag over your head.
We gonna change the color of the flag. Okay, that's a heck of a job.
Yeah. Well, it is a job.
See, now we getting those stuff that don't make no sense. We're talking about something.
I guess it makes more sense. That's
You
Ross.
can look at this and see what I'm talking about.
So there you go. Sly was super high and he was a super coon. Now, this song came out at the time the U.S. was experiencing all kinds of civil rights protests, urban unrest, school desegregation battles, political assassination, all kinds of stuff, debates over race, and they come up with this Everyday People song. Straight buffoonery. Moving on. #2, Black Eyed Peas, Where's the Love? Now this song came out in June of the year 2003 on the album called Elephant. Also had Justin Timberlake on it, on some versions, I guess. I think on the original version. And this song right here reached #1 in numerous countries. Peaked at #8 on the US Billboard Hot 100. Big global hit. One of the biggest global hits of the year 2003. Probably the biggest. Now this main message in this song is kind of asking why there's so much hate, violence, terrorism, racism, discrimination, war, all that. We need more love and compassion and unity and all that other stuff. Now, unlike the other song, this song right here doesn't really focus so much on race, this Where's the Love, and it does address a wide range of social issues. But you know where the problem came from. Put that in the song. Be asking no questions and all this other stuff. You know the problem. What's the solution? Who's causing it? You know what I mean? This song right here came after the 9/11 terrorist attacks, the beginning of the war and all that, all kinds of debates about war. Come on, Black Eyed Peas, y'all know what was going on, but the people at the label told you what to do. And you did it, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people get caught up in that stuff. People love it. It's encouraging all this happy stuff and holding hands and agape stuff across racial and cultural lines, but it ain't true in America. It's not real. It's not a reality. It's never gonna happen. #1. This song, Why Can't We Be Friends by War. Old song, but you know the hook. Everybody listen, you know the hook to that song. I don't care if you wasn't even born in 1975. We all know the hook. If you were, you know that hook. And if you were, I don't care if you was born in 1997. You know the hook to this Why Can't We Be Friends song. Burn that all the way up in your brain, okay? Now this song reached #6 on the Billboard Hot 100. Was one of this group's biggest songs. The main message, why can't we be friends? It's just that simple. Why can't people from different races and backgrounds and cultures put aside their differences and get along? Let's just be friends and that'll solve the problem. After a decade of the civil rights era, this song comes out. You know what I mean? Why can't we just be friends? And you know, people listen to these songs It has a catchy chorus and all the other stuff. It promotes friendship instead of hostility. It appeals to audience across different backgrounds and all that. A lot of opium smoking with this song, you know, but it's not the reality. This song was used in all kind of movies, television, sporting events. They love this "Why Can't We Be Friends" song. But anyway, people, that's my top 5, man. Let me tell you something, man. White people, this may not be for you to understand. If you don't get it, don't try. When you're black, we have to look through everything through a black reality lens. Some of us have it on our eyes already. It's like it formed over our eyes like cataracts from years of racism and white supremacy and snarkyism and passive aggressiveness. So through the years, if you start to read and understand and study things, black people, we get this lens that forms over our eyes. It's called a black lens. It's called a black reality lens. And we can see things through that. Many of us don't have it. Most of us don't actually, okay? So the outcome is going to be different to us. We don't see what you see. We don't hear what you hear. We live in the reality of being black in America. They got all these songs coming out, agape love and all this cool stuff and just befriending everybody and holding hands, fake stuff. While in our history, we had our people getting bit up by German dogs, milkshakes getting dropped on our head while we whistling and all kind of other stuff, spraying us with water hoses that reach the 3rd level from like 3 feet away. Imagine that. Somebody spraying you with a water hose from like 3 to 5 feet away, but this joint reached the 3rd level, blowing people's eyeballs out and stuff. You know what I mean? Black people get tired of it. We seen this stuff, whether it be video or reading about it or talking about it, and then we see things straight up in front of our face. My problem with these songs, or people who think like this, is this, man. The issue with these songs is they're very deceptive. They're sucker songs. It's a sucker move. You know what the problem is. You know who caused the problem, but you want to make it about everybody and make a song about it. Why can't we all just do this? Pulling all of us into it. It ain't got nothing to do with us. Who caused the problem? Make a song about that. You know what I'm saying? Make a song about these people needing to check themselves and do better and be better. Who has the power? Who has the means to do things and control things and influence people? Make the song about them. Don't be a coward, yo. That's like when you were young and you were in school, right? And you know, in the class, you all sitting there and the teacher gets up and leaves because she about to leave. She said, hey, nobody better not get up. You better not move. Everybody's sitting there all quiet waiting for her to get back. You know what I mean? And one person get up. She up. He get caught. Boom. She come back. Up. I caught you up. Y'all can't go play kickball now. Now you pissed. You know what I mean? So you looking at the teacher like, yo, that was Antoine. You called him. Get at him. You seen him get up. You seen it. Nobody didn't even tell on him. So what you saying? We can't play kickball now. You know what I mean? What that got to do with us? That's how I feel about these songs, man. Instead of looking at the real problem or addressing the real problem, you want to do a tap dance and a cowardly thing. And the thing about it is, music is dangerous for black people because you know how we are with music. Black people, when we start getting music hit up in our head and the rhythm and all that, yeah, people really start believing this stuff. Black people will listen to a song and go do what's in the song. For real, just to feel like that song, like this is what we know. We've seen this throughout our lives. Everybody can't handle this type of music. You know what I mean? It's so fake. Yeah, this music will get somebody put up in a tree, man. Anyway, people, get in the comments. Let me know your top 5. Also, link in the description. The masterpiece, the N-word is no secret in the service. Also, the email list, because you know how we do on YouTube. You know what happens. Anyway, people, easy.